Hey everyone. I am really pushing it today. I wanted to do this live outside with my phone. I wanted to do the live outside because I wanted to harvest my potatoes. Um, and I got stuck outside. Hello, Jaden. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Gail. I am like really pushing it today. I was going to do I was going to do a potato harvest today outside, but I ended up getting stuck at the post office and going back and forth between the post office and the library and trying to get my son's package mailed. Um, Gail, I am going to put the link in the chat for you so that you can come up if you would like to talk about the Fall Fest. So yeah, I am just running behind. I wanted to do the live at 3:15, and then I was looking at the time, and I was like, oh wow, it's 2:45. I'm stuck at the post office. It was crowded. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make it 3:15 live. Let me make it 3:30. So I made it 3:30, and I get to the front of the line at the post office, and I ended up, I couldn't print, there was nothing for the lady to scan, to print my label. I had already purchased the label for my package, but I had to print the label out. I thought that I could take the, whatever email I got from the package, from the purchase of the label in my email. I thought that I could just click on something and they can scan it and, get a label like that. But she was like, no, you have to print your label out. And so the machine, the kiosk was not working in the post office for you to be able to print your own label. So I was like, great. So then I had to leave the post office and I had to go to hey, Nina, I'm telling my runaround story. Because I was going to do the live at 3:15 and I ended up being stuck at the post office. Thank you, Gail. Hello, traveling and gardening with DJ. So, needless to say, I had to go back and forth between the post office and the library to print out my label, put my label on my box, and then bring it back to the post office. So it was a lot of time consuming back and forth. So I wasn't able to get on at 3:15 like I wanted to. Hey guys, thanks for coming in. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. So originally I was going to do this live outside and I was going to try to harvest my potatoes, and I ended up running back and forth all, for the last hour and a half, back and forth between the post office and the library, and then I had to stop at the grocery store, and it was just a lot. So, and it's probably my fault because I procrastinated. I left the house late. I didn't. I've been kind of behind all day today. I was going to take my sister to work at 11, and it was 10:30, and she's like, "Hey, are you still taking me to work?" And I'm at the house, not even dressed. I was out in the garden all morning, so I was just in my own world, and time just got away from me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 10:30. So I had to zip over to her house. Good thing she doesn't live that far. So I had to zip over to her house, get her, take her to work. All day I've just been behind. Like I've just been not with it. Like I've not been doing well on time management at all today. Thank you, Susan. So I had planned out that I was going to do the harvest of potatoes today outside. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to set up the live outside. We're going to harvest potatoes and, yeah, not going to happen. Because now my phone is only on 33%. So I will definitely not be able to get live on my phone with 33%. So oh, there we go. I don't know why that just happened. It just muted by itself. Yeah. So today I'm just off. I'm just off today. Yeah. I don't know why it muted by itself like that. I'm just off today. So, and then I have to take my daughter to choir practice in a little while. So I'm like, like whatever. I just threw a pot of collard greens together with some smoked chicken sausage. And I put that in the crock pot. Thankfully, I thought about doing that this morning so that I won't have to worry about what's for dinner. I just heard someone do that. Ah, that's funny, Heather. That's something I would probably do in the woods. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the potatoes are ready. All the green parts have healed over. They're all yellow and brown, so I'm pretty sure they're ready. I don't want to prolong it too much, but I do know that we're not supposed to get any rain until like Wednesday night, and that's only a 6% chance. So for sure Thursday we'll get rain. So I'll be able to definitely harvest the potatoes tomorrow or later today, even. But yeah, that's something I would do. My kids would look at me like, really, mom? So yeah, I'm a lazy gardener though, so I don't even know if these potatoes are gonna make it. Let's get Gail up here. Hey Gail.
Howdy. How are you?
Good. I'm a little flustered. I just ran in the door and hurried up and turned the live on. I'm like trying to make it in time, trying to beat the clock.
Yeah, I had to plug in. So I am plugged in right now. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay going or not. We'll see. I plugged in. So yeah.
Oh wow.
I
Let's get
actually have a video I'm supposed to make right after this, and I needed charge for that. So I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing though. I'll be on my phone and then I'll be like, dang, I'm supposed to do a video, and then I won't have enough juice to do the video. So then I'll charge the phone to do the video, and then when it's time to do the video, it's like dark outside already, or like I'm cooking dinner, and then it's like, okay, no.
Yeah. I'm actually making a video of what I'm cooking, and I have everything set on the counter. So maybe if I leave it charged in like this, I'll maintain enough charge to be able to make my video. So I'm back to cooking about 1 day a week now since gardening is kind of wrapped up. I did do a fall garden, so you inspired me.
Oh, good.
So
What'd you
this
put in your
morning,
garden?
I went out to water, and 2 of my zucchini are already up.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. When did you plant them?
I mean, it
Today's
was
what? Monday?
it was like Friday, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it was like right at the end of last week.
Yeah.
But
That's
you said
about
with
right.
the warmer temperatures it would pop up quicker, and it totally did. So I didn't do very much. I did like 3 zucchini and 3 butternut squash, and I also did my chocolate mint.
Oh, good.
I didn't
I've
do
been
any
seeing.
protection plants or anything because I'm doing a full just see if this time of year is good for squash.
Right. Without anything.
Without no protection. There's no protection. I just want to see. This is just purely informational to see if planting this late will actually help. So we'll see.
See, I planted too. I just planted again today, more zucchini and more cucumber. And it wasn't by choice. I kind of was forced to do it because my seed packets got wet. Like, oh, I was like, oh no, my seed packets just got all wet. And I'm like, well, I don't want to waste the seeds. So I threw them in the front of the house, like totally not even in the garden. So I put them in that one pot that I have that one zinnia that came up in. I threw the rest of the zucchini in that pot. I was like, you know what? I just dumped out all those wet seeds, and I was like, if they grow, they grow. And then the cucumber I put in the front, like I have a tire that's like around my flagpole, and there's like a bush and stuff planted in there. So I threw all those cucumber plants or seeds in there. I was like, whatever. If they grow, they grow.
Yeah, and I've been like breaking everything down and mending the soil and doing some composting in place and just doing all the things. And I actually bought the chicken's oyster shell because I'm using all my eggshells in the garden right now. So I'm like, I'll supplement them with that, and then I'll use all the eggshells in the garden. So yeah, doing all the things. I hope I'll have a really good garden, and I've got like a plan. Like I have that new metal bed from my sister, and I've drunk over a container for right next to it, because my plan is to protect that bed with the plants around it. So that's what I'm going to try to do in all my sections, is try to protect them.
Like a hedge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. So everything, like if I do plant some pumpkin in the wild garden, I'm gonna like do it in the middle.
Okay.
And then on the outside, it's gonna be like radishes and onions and, garlic and nasturtiums and marigolds and all the things it hates. And I'm even gonna do the protection plant on some of the sunflowers. But I've considered doing one section where I don't protect them, because as sad as it is to see your sunflowers get attacked by bugs, it's way better than having your vegetables attacked by bugs.
Yeah. So. Well, sunflowers are considered a trap crop.
Yeah, so. that's and I when I very first planted my tomatoes over here on the side, I didn't know that, but they were attracting bad bugs, and I ended up pulling them out. And I figured that out kind of like by accident. But over here where I plant tomatoes, before I started doing vegetable gardening at this house, I used to plant a whole entire wall of sunflowers there.
Oh.
But yeah, I've been doing sunflowers for like
that might be why your tomatoes do so good there, because sunflowers clean out the soil.
Yeah, and I did plant some radishes there last year, and that's supposed to be really good for your soil too. So, and I'm going to try eggplant again. I think that's the one you said you didn't like, but I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know
yet. The Turkish orange eggplants growing, and they're like really small. They're probably about the size of a kiwi, I would say, not bigger than a kiwi. They're really small, and they're orange. So I'm gonna try those and see how those are. I might like them.
Yeah, I probably won't plant very many. As long as I get 2 to where I have a pair. I still have seeds left from Ryan at Heavenly Hills Homestead.
Okay.
And the plants were doing really good until I pulled the radishes up. And as soon as I pulled those radishes up, they started attacking them. So that thing about radishes is totally true.
Yeah.
And one area that did really well for me was my Mariana tomatoes. And I had like 4. I had 2 on the side here, 2 on the side here. And the middle was full of Italian basil and purple basil. And I had a great crop of Mariana tomatoes. So basil Basil works. I could swear by basil. So I made sure that I had lots and lots of basil. And I actually made up a little Ziploc bag because, I use those little tiny Tic Tac looking containers for my
Yeah.
seed. And I actually have a baggie where I'm putting all the flowers and herbs and all the things that like combat the bugs. And I'm gonna do my seed swap list right off of that. So anything that I'm missing on that list is gonna go on my seed swap for next year. So I'm
Okay.
getting ready for that because I had a list of on my old phone of the 20 things that are good. And I know chrysanthemums is one of those. And I actually put the chrysanthemums on my Amazon wish list. And also I went ahead and put some dark purple basil on there too, because that's a little bit more rare to find than just plain old Italian.
Yep.
And it's pretty too. I love purple. So,
You too.
so I have a plan. I thought I didn't have sage, but I do. I still have some of the sage from when I had a really good sage plant and I harvested my own seed. I actually found some of those. I'm going through all my seeds and organizing them into the containers. And some people are very, very OCD about this variety and that variety, but sometimes I'd rather just kind of have stuff together. So I'm like, this kind of basil and this kind of basil. Okay, you're basil. You go here.
Right. It's
So,
all the same anyway. It's basil.
yeah. So that's my thing. I guess that's different. I really don't. It's green basil or purple basil. I'm very simple that way. It's like this or that. So, and the zucchini that is out there is actually out of that 15-inch zucchini that I harvested. So that zucchini that's coming up is my own seed.
From this year.
From this year, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, again, also, I was trying it out to see, can you grow your own zucchini like within the same year that you harvest it? Well, guess what? You can.
Yep.
Because it's already coming up. So, I mean, I would say I still had a really good harvest, even though I was attacked by every possible bug there ever was. The most weird looking bug was on the ground cherries. Had this weird looking black bug, and it almost had arms that kind of went backwards or something. It was really strange looking, kind of exorcist. I want to call it the exorcist bug because the arms, it kind of is it poltergeist or exorcist where the
Exorcist is
like
one of the questions. Yeah.
I don't know, but oh man. And I think there's this, I don't know what kind of bug it was. What'd you say?
It was black, you said?
Black, yeah. I wish I'd got it on film because that was a weird looking bug.
I seen a weird bug this year too that I had never seen before. And when I looked it up, it said it was a click beetle. And I had killed it because it looked so crazy to me and scary, but it ended up being a good guy, and then I felt bad for killing it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, me too. I killed those caterpillars, and you said they weren't bad. So I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I massacred you. I didn't mean to, but I won't do it. I won't do it again next year." But anyway, I didn't know at the time. I was just like, "Yeah, you're gone." But I look like a crazy person in the garden because I just go crazy. Like those squash bugs in that metal bed were like, they were insane. I don't think I even made a video of that, but they were like everywhere. And I'm going to make sure as I'm getting that bed ready to spray it down with the neem oil. And then, I might even like do a little bit more layering and then like also put some diatomaceous earth in there. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get anything up. That's how bad the squash bugs were in there. I have no idea. I feel like they're down in there. And what do I do with all that? I don't know. I kind of thought about planting something in there that would make them mad, like onions.
Right? Or the radishes.
Yeah.
Any kind of root crop will be Yeah, they won't even, they'll move out. They'll be like, oh,
What
this is not.
happens? What happens with what kind of bugs ward off those cucumber beetles? Because I was gonna try to do my garden plan for next year, and I wanted to put something on my climbing wall next to my cucumbers.
Um, I think it's probably the herbs are going to do the best. The cucumber beetles, I don't know what to do for those, Gail, because it's like because the cucumbers climb, they're attracted to yellow. So anything yellow, they're going to be attracted to it.
Yeah, I've noticed, like when I lived in my mom's town, I used to get quite a bit of yellow squash, but ever since I've been here in this particular town, I cannot hardly get any squash. I might get one or two a year. I'm almost ready to just be done with it because I'm like wasting
I
space,
know.
man.
Everyone has that joke about uh having so much zucchini that you're leaving it on your neighbor's porch or whatever. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
not
well,
this year, though.
I'll leave the sunroom door open if anyone wants to leave their zucchini here.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can't manage to grow
Zucchini,
any.
welcome here. Well, that's
Right.
why I decided. I was like, you know what? I like to pick them sometimes kind of smaller and just cut them in little circles and fry them up. And I really didn't get to do that this year, you
Mm.
know. So I was like, I just feel like I didn't get enough. And I took that whole entire zucchini and I processed it all in one day just because it was so big. I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I used every little piece of it, right? I do still have butternut squash and that big spaghetti squash and that uh, one little yellow squash that I got, which I thought I might add that to like a zucchini casserole type of thing where I
Yeah.
kind of mix like a few different kinds of squash.
Yeah.
But I've been looking up today. I worked on my seeds a little bit more and I looked up one and I was like, I wish they would put names on these things that I could understand because I looked it up and sure enough, it was patty pan. If you would just say, you know, patty pan, yellow
Right.
squash, zucchini, butternut squash, but you're calling it butter dish and butter this and that, but none of,
There's like
I mean,
1,000 varieties of
oh my gosh. Yeah. And I looked up one and it was like sweet meat winter squash. And I'm like, is this a squash or is this more of a pumpkin? Like, is this an edible squash or is this more ornamental? So
Mhm.
I don't know what that was. But anyway, yeah, it's some of the ones I got from the seed swap from you. So
Yeah, a ton of different squash.
yeah, it was. So, and then there was one that was like bumpy, more like a pumpkin kind of thing.
Gourd? Was it like
Yeah, and
gourd, like
anyway, I just there was actually quite a bit of seed in there. So what I decided to do was I'm also trying to collect some more rare-ish type seeds to be able to give out as a gift at the Ozark meetup next year. So
okay.
I took that squash that I had and I like halved it and I kept half and I put half over here. So I'm starting to get kind of some cool rare seeds to give out at the Ozark meetup next year because I'm going to be like one of the hosts next year and I want to give out a really cool gardening kit and I wanted to put some cool seeds in there and not just like common ones, but like some more rare fun seeds. And then also I thought I'd put some of those little tiny zippy bags that you put seeds in, maybe some garden tools, and just some different stuff like that that would be like a nice little gardening kit.
Plant labels.
Yeah, labels, yeah, all that, like a nice gardening kit for somebody. So that's I'm in the middle of trying to so I'm actually marking it. If it's for Ozark, I'm actually going ahead and putting it in there and putting Ozark. So I actually split like if it wouldn't fit in my container, I split half of it with them. And just because, I have so many squash, I'm gonna have to just do like a few of each. But it's going to be really difficult to figure out where to put the squash next year because so many problems. Like, I don't want to put them anywhere where the vine borers were, but this is also limiting my space. And I really don't want to put them where the squash bugs were either. So it's going to be difficult. Uh-oh. Did she go bye-bye? Now, this is the Gail Southern Living Show. How you guys doing? She'll be back up in a second, I'm sure. Yeah, so Fall Fest 24, guys. We have 28 channels signed up. I think there might have been one or two more in my email I have to write down. So we might be up to about 30 on that. So cool.
Sorry. I don't know what happened.
I decided to do this on my phone because the past 2 times that I've tried to go up on my laptop on somebody else's live, for some reason it's been doing that echoey thing. So I said, I'll just scroll up on my phone. It'll be fine. I won't be able to see comments, but that's all right. It'll be okay.
I'm wondering if they're doing some type of work in my area for the internet, because it just like kicked me off.
Oh, did you hear about the soup collab that me and Heather are going to do for November?
Is it? I thought it was September. Is that somebody else's?
I don't know who that is. I mean,
Oh,
I know there's some
I
more
just heard
soup
somebody mention it.
collabs. I know there's some more soup collabs that go on, but whatever they are, I'm not ever invited to them. So
Okay.
I thought we would have our own. So if you actually do cooking on your channel, if you will send an email to Milk and Honey Heritage Farms at gmail.com and try to sign up for a date. We started a sheet on that. So if you're interested in joining the soup collab,
Let's see if I can
yeah, it's a big channel that does it, and I don't get an email to join that. So I'd like to do it. I've done Cozy Fall Soup before. I don't want to do it in October because I'll have Fall Fest going on. So November is better because I'll be available again to do stuff. So it'll be
Thank
fun.
you, sweetie. Sweetie S. She said, I typed in gardening in zones 5668 Indiana, and this channel came up. Interesting topic. Well, thanks for popping in.
Cool.
Yes. Hello, LP. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, I'll do the soup thing. No problem. You said message Heather?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to let Heather kind of take over the writing dates down part because I'll be in the middle of Fall Fest,
Yeah.
and let her kind of keep up with it. But I had started a sheet in one of my spirals, and I really need to take it out and like put it on the refrigerator or something because I have so many spirals going on. I actually took channel stickers and put them on the front of my spiral for Fall Fest because I didn't want to keep like losing it. So now I know if I see the channel stickers that that's the best one. So, and then what I could do is put that one up and use it again, and I'll be able to see who was in and all the things. So
you can keep track from year to year.
Keep track from year to year. Yeah. And the very first year when I sent out all the Fall Fest emails, I sent it out as a group email. And it started making it confusing because people were commenting and you couldn't tell who was commenting, who was the one commenting. It started to get confusing. So this year I decided I would type up the little paragraph that I was going to say, and then I was just going to copy and paste it over and put the channel name. And because I have a new email, I had to look up some of them. I only had a few of them. So anyway, it took some work, but I spent like hours on it.
Oh no, not hours.
That way, at least when they reply, I know it came from that specific channel, and that makes it so much easier. These group emails get confusing for me, and a lot of times when their channel name does not match, it like really After
It
you get
does.
about
It does.
80 channels signed up, you're like, oh yeah, I don't know who's who now. It
It
gets
does, because it's the
uh-huh.
same thing for like when the group chat, the group email that we have for the friends list that we're friends helping friends with Tina.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that thread, that whole thread is like so confusing. I don't even look at any of the emails in that thread. I just look at the one that she sends and that's it. I don't look at it again after that because it's like all those names are just so random. I don't even know who's who.
Yeah. Well, if you get a name and you don't know who they are, I know a lot of them, in that,
Yeah.
there's a few that are in Fall Fest, that are new. Like I've already made new friends from Fall Fest
This year?
this year. hmm
Oh, good.
For both channels, I've already made new friends. So it's
That's
really cool.
good.
It is cool.
I think everybody in here is already in Fall Fest besides maybe LP maybe. Sweetie, I don't know if Sweetie has a channel or not, or if
Yeah.
she's just a
So
viewer, but either way, you can talk about Fall Fest and let us know a little bit about what it
yeah.
is and
Now
how.
for those guys watching this in the replay, pretty much Fall Fest is a collaborative giveaway. Each channel that joins in makes a short video, and they just name a few rules. They usually call out my email address and mention that there's a playlist with all the channels. So they just make a video and they call out like 10 rules, and they ask them to say a secret word or phrase, and that's it. And they pick a winner from that video about a month after that. They send that name on to me, and I take all the semifinalists and put them on a wheel. If they've been drawn once or 5 times, there's no limit to how many times they could be drawn. And then I draw for one grand prize winner who wins a prize from every single channel that enters. And this video that you make, I'm calling an entry video. It's like a 3 to 5 minute video. Literally, you could probably do it in 2 minutes if you wanted to stay really focused.
Mm-hmm. So when does
And
it start?
August. Why did I say August? September 2nd through 8th, the videos will start dropping at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, so if you
So you
wanted
can
to get in
schedule your
on it,
video at September 2nd at 8 a.m. If you're going to be in it, you could schedule your video at that time. Is there a
okay.
question there? I can't see it.
So anytime between the 2nd and the 8th, right?
Yes, they can post up their video.
Okay.
And I want everybody to say my email address in their video. That way, if your friends are watching that video and they want to know if they can still join, if the email's right there, then they can go ahead and email me, hey, can I still join Fall Fest? And if they can get it in within a week of that date,
Uh-huh.
then I'll let them do it. I don't want them to go over a week past the 8th. Like a week past the 8th is good, because then it's going to start getting into how many people, how many friends they can add. So, I'll give it about a week leeway, and then,
Okay, so
maybe I'm going to go and put a cutoff date in there somewhere. But
I put your email on the screen here so that anyone in the chat, if you are interested in joining the Fall Fest or you would like to know more about it, you can contact Gail. That's her email there, gailsouthernliving@gmail.com. Travels and Gardening with DJ said, yeah, Gail, you'll have to email me. I've been trying to get my email to go through. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't use my Gmail account much like I should. I'm going to be working on both of my channels like crazy right now. So traveling and gardening with DJ, if you want to get in on the Fall Fest, that is the email there. I don't know if you have the wrong email. Maybe you
You
have
could have
the
my
old
you could have
email.
my old email, and there won't be any responses to that because that's on my old phone, and I have no access
Yeah.
to it. So I've
So
got
Gail has a new email address, and that's her new email address there. It's not the yahoo.com. So if you have the Yahoo email, then don't use that one. Use the Gmail. And you don't have to have Gmail to use to send to Gmail. If
you
you
could
have
use
Yahoo or
AOL
whatever, yeah, you don't have
Yahoo
to have
or I don't know,
AOL or
other
whatever,
kind, yeah,
Outlook,
whatever, yeah,
yeah, whatever your
yeah,
email.
Outlook, Hotmail, yeah, whatever your email is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Heather says viewers can comment on all videos to enter for a semifinalist chance to win on each channel. Right.
Yes, and that's why I want them to follow that playlist because if they just put in hashtag FallFest24 giveaway, it's going to bring up the bigger channels, is what it's going to
Yeah,
do. And those little tiny channels, the ones who actually need help, aren't going to get seen. So we want you guys to follow the playlist all the way through so that you can just go in order. Just go in order of all of them. And that way you know. If you see that red line going all the way through, you know you've already watched and commented on that one. So go to the next one. And you could just do like,
right,
you know, 1 to 4 a day until you get them all done, and you'll have about a
yeah,
month to comment on all of the videos. And depending on when the channels draw, you'll have all the way up till the day before they're drawing to draw on those videos. So, and
and
to
it's a
enter the
great
Fall
way.
Fest, you need to email and comment on the registration. I want everybody to comment on the registration so that I know you've heard the rules and guidelines and everything through all the way through at least once. So, because sometimes
Hello, Dr.
I don't want
Crochet.
you to make a mistake and have to redo your video. So if you listen to that, you've heard it. I know you've heard
Right.
it.
You don't want to have to redo the video.
Yeah,
'Cause
and I haven't done that very often, but sometimes people will set their entry video up as a live or a premiere, and that won't work because it you can't do the YouTube random comment picker. It has to be an
right,
actual video. Otherwise, you're going to have two different comment sections, and where are you actually picking your winner from? So it gets confusing. Someone has already done that. So that's why that's now a rule because somebody already made that mistake. And
yeah,
I didn't know at the time not to say it, but now I do.
right.
So
You
hopefully
learn
that
from
helps.
the experience, right?
Yes. And that's why it seems like it's a lot of details, but it's just like I don't want anyone to have to redo their video. That would break my heart. But
Yeah,
there's just most things are very negotiable. You could sit there and make a recipe in your video if you could do it in 5 minutes and then just put all your rules in the comment section and say, hey, what am I making? Or what's your favorite dish? And boom, you could, it doesn't,
right,
as long as the rules get either said or put in the comment section, that's all that matters.
right. It's up to you what you want to do for your video. It's like you could
Right.
just you don't even have to be on the video. You don't even
Yeah.
have to show your face.
Yeah. True.
You
Yeah.
could just be recording your garden, or you could be recording your fish tank, or you could be
Yeah.
recording, your dog or whatever, and in the video just read off the criteria for the giveaway, and that's it. Your video's done and you post it, and then people start commenting.
Yeah. Yep. There's been people do it with screenshots where they just screenshot the rules. Some people just do it on scenery where they're talking in the background. Some people are on scenery, but it'll pop up rule number 1, rule number 2, rule
Yeah,
number 3. They just do it like that.
get
So
creative. Yeah, get creative.
yeah, there's going to be quite a few channels that are going to do their videos in costume this year. It's crazy.
Oh
And
yeah,
which is
that's cool.
really cool. Yeah. So I suggested people put like a store-bought or handmade scarecrow, and then some people decided they were going to do costumes. So I know at least
That's
6
fun.
channels that are going to be doing their videos in costume. Now you don't have to do that, but that is going to make it really
Right.
fun to go through and see
That
those.
is fun.
And I'm going to be in costume, but I'm not going to tell you what my costume is. Not on my
Okay.
ministry channel, but on this channel, I am going to do this one in costume. So
Hey,
I'm
Gina.
trying to make it fun.
So Gail is talking about a collaboration called Fall Fest 24. Hashtag Fall Fest 24. This is her 3rd year doing it. And it's an amazing collaboration. It's great to network and to grow your channel. And what it is basically it's a collaboration of channels that get together, and we all post a video that other people can comment on. And then that video gets put out, comments get made on the video. There's a drawing that has to be the random comment picker. So the video can't be a premiere or a live. It has to be actually be a video. And in the video, you put in all the rules and the, the preliminaries for the contest. People will comment on your video, and then you draw a name from the comments on your video, and then you give that name to Gail. And then Gail will take all the names from all of the channels who have chosen a semifinalist winner, and then a grand prize winner will get chosen. And that grand prize winner the grand prize winner will get a prize from each one of the channels that participated. So last year, how many channels did you have, Gail?
I was around 50. It was like 50, 52, 54, something like that in the 50s.
Okay, so 50, somewhere around 50 channels participated. So 50 channels put out a video. In the video, all you have to do in the video, it's like 3 minutes. All you have to do is say the rules of the contest. That's all you have to do in your video. Put that video out. Everybody comments. You give them a week or whatever the time limit is for the commenting. Then when you draw your winner, you have an option of giving that semifinalist a prize from you, but you also forward that name to Gail. So if there's 50 channels participating, that grand prize winner is going to get 50 prizes. Do you hear me? And all of the channels that are participating can also comment and watch everyone else's video.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm putting out a video, I can also comment on everyone else's video for a chance to win as well. So last year was who? My Alabama Farm Life.
My Alabama Farm Life. Uh-huh.
So she won like 50 plus prizes last year. The first year Gail did it, she had over 70 channels participating.
72 channels. Uh-huh. The first year.
72 channels participated. So
Yeah.
Old Ways Gardening was the one who won that chance.
And they both still have playlists on their channel where you can go back to their Fall Fest videos and you could see where they opened up their prizes, and they got like physical gift cards, digital gift cards, seeds, handmade items, tons of stuff. I mean, tons and tons of cool stuff. It was really awesome.
So if you guys want more information about the collaboration, or if you want to get in on it, this is Gail's email address. So if you guys want to email Gail and either ask questions, or she actually has a registration video on her channel, Gail Southern Living, as well as Broken Hearts Ministry. She has 2 channels. So if you go to Gail Southern Living and look at her registration video for Fall Fest, All of the stuff is in the description as well as in the video. So if you have any questions that are not answered in that video, you can definitely email Gail and she'll answer any questions for you. But if you want to get in on it and be a part of the collaboration, then I would go ahead and email Gail at gailsouthernliving@gmail.com. That way you can actually get in on it and grow your channel as well. I I don't remember how many subscribers I gained, but every year I definitely gain more subscribers, and those subscribers stick. They
Mm.
stay. They don't just watch, and you know what I mean. They stay. I've gained a lot
Yeah.
of subscribers.
And I tried to really like you know, straighten up the rules to where all of them would stick. You know what I mean? I said,
Mhm.
in the rules, turn the notification bell on so you will know if you are drawn as the semifinalist or the grand prize winner. So that's literally a rule. Hitting the like button is a rule, and watching the video in full is a rule listed in the rules, which if everybody calls that out in their video, that will be greatly helpful. And that's why I did it that way, which I have not done any other year but this year.
Okay. And
And you can use the S word in your video if you want, but I
right.
don't personally use the S word, but you're welcome to if you want to. But I don't use it because
Yeah.
people are weird about it. But
Right. Hey, Press. Thanks for popping in.
you can't use the S word. I just don't.
Right.
Personal preference.
Hey, Jody. Thanks for coming in. Gail's got a collaboration going on. So if you guys are interested, make sure you email Gail. It's called Fall Fest 24 for the ones that are coming in now. It's a great, there we go. It's a great way to grow your channel and get some more friends and YouTube family. Go ahead and check out
Diversify
her.
your community
Yes.
because there's like homesteading channels and gardening channels and cooking channels and traveling channels and vlogging channels and papercraft channels and just all kinds of unboxing channels,
Right.
all
It's a
kinds of
mixed
channels. So it's
bag of
you
genre.
meet different kind. I'm trying to intermingle different communities, and it really is cool to like be able to go to the Ozark meetup or Pinecone Fest and see a paper crafting channel, and that you brought those communities together because that paper crafting channel wouldn't have known about the meetup in the homesteading community had they not started to hook up through Fall Fest. So that's
Right.
how, and I'm referring to Addie with Crazy Crafter Adventures, who is a paper crafting channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's like preppers, there's off-grid, channels, there's knitting and crocheting, there's
Yeah.
gardening, there's traveling channels that, highlight traveling and different things like
I
that.
think it's good to
So
diversify your
yeah,
different genres in your group. I think it's
it
great to
doesn't matter
diversify.
what kind of channel you have, you can definitely participate in the collaboration. And it
Yeah.
brings people to your channel because everybody has to come to your channel, to your video, and they have to comment. So bringing them to your channel, commenting on your video, it sparks interest in like, well, what else is on your channel,
Yeah.
So you never know who you can attract or what, how many people are going to join your family.
Yeah.
Or your
It's really
community.
cool. I get to make new friends every year. So this year so far, I've gotten to make friends with Life with Tanisha RN. That's a brand new channel to me.
Okay.
Also Creations, Crafts, and More, and that's Constance. And one of these channels heard about me from Tuber Chat, and the other one heard about me. Now I'm friends with Sassy Southern NC Girl, who is a
Okay.
paper crafting channel, and she's friends with Constance, who is Creations, Crafts, and More. And so that's how. So if everybody who joined the collab referred a friend to the collab, it would be like boom, double in no time flat.
Right, right. So the idea is try to get as many channels as possible. So
Yeah,
that
we're at about 30 right now, 30 channels. So
yeah, so that's great. So off the bat, you already know that's like 30 prizes. Whoever wins the grand prize in the drawing is already up to 30 prizes.
yeah.
So
Friday on Broken Hearts Ministry, I'm going to have a live where I talk about Fall Fest Canada. So I'm going to explain how I'm going to do Fall Fest Canada. and that's completely separate thing that does not relate it to everyone who joins in. It's just completely separate. Thank you, Mona, for the yarn. Much appreciated. So,
Mona said, "Are you going to the Pinecone Fest?"
yes. Are you going to the Pinecone Fest?
Bye, Nina. Thank you for popping in.
If she's
Hey,
asking that question,
Dan.
we've actually already signed up for our RV spot. Hubby just did that on Friday. So
Nice. Did you want a particular spot? Do you know where it's at? Like where your
yeah,
spot is at?
yep.
Oh, is it a
Yeah,
good
I
spot?
looked at the map.
Okay.
And I wanted it to be near the pavilion and close to the bathroom.
Right. Good choice. Good choice.
Pretty simple. I mean, it has a bathroom in it, but it's a tiny little bathroom. So there's just a
Yeah.
few circumstances where you might just want to use a regular bathroom.
Yeah. If you can use the regular bathroom, then why not, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
Especially your mom's going too, right? And you don't
yes,
want her to have to climb up in and out of the camper to have to use the bathroom. So it'd be
right,
better
yeah.
to have a bathroom
And
nearby.
we could take a bathroom in the shoilet, right? Shoilet, they call it. That cracks me up. But I think I'm going to bring some of those little flip floppy shoes, and we're going to actually go over there together and take a shower in the shower thingy.
Okay.
But
Like shower.
eventually, I do need to try the shoilet. So
Yeah.
basically, what you do is you sit down on the toilet with the lid down, and you spray shower yourself. And of
Okay.
course, you shut the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what a shoilet is. It's in the bathroom.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
have to
know.
definitely test it out.
I know. I do need to. I do need to.
You gotta test it out.
I
You
do
don't want
need
any
to.
surprises.
Yeah, no, no. Well, we did try it. We tried, hubby cooked something in it because he bought this really cool thing called Nostalgia, and it like you can cook like your bacon and your toast and your coffee and all your stuff all in
Oh
one.
yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah. And so he tried that out, and we weren't camping, but as a video, he videotaped himself cooking breakfast in there on the Nostalgia. And
Okay.
so he it was really good. He overcooked the toast just a little bit, but otherwise he did a really good job.
Heather said you should film outside the closed door with you singing. Singing in the toilet.
Think about that, like going to the Dollar Tree and getting like a shower cap and put my hair up like this, and having shorts on or something, but just like testing out the toilet. I did think of it. I did think of it.
Ah, that's hilarious. Jan said, "Can you spell that?
Toilet.
Can you spell toilet?"
Shoulet. I don't know. Toilet. I don't know. I
Toilet.
don't. Toilet. Toilet sounds fancy, but
Toilet.
it's not fancy, guys. It's not fancy at all.
Not as fancy as it sounds.
No, it's not as cool as it sounds. Having a bathroom for in the middle of the night is great. But
Yeah.
I probably will be like, Mom, I'll probably use the public toilet. But that's why we're literally right by it. So
Yeah.
we can just, you know.
Yeah.
With my mom with us, that sounded like the most important thing
Definitely.
for detail for us. And also close to the pavilion so she doesn't have to walk so far. And hopefully she'll bring with her like something, the wheelchair or the walker or something that will
Yeah.
help
Something to aid her.
to aid her in the moving around process.
Right. To make things more comfortable. I know her back hurts after, a while of sitting or standing.
Yeah, and I tried out the bed a little bit, the one she's going to be sleeping on. And I just like, we had got these like, I guess you would call them like pillows for outside. You know what I'm talking about? That has sort of the different material that's supposed to be good for yard pillows. Anyway,
Oh
we
yeah,
got that
yeah.
for the bench. We got that for there. And
Okay.
so I laid back on that and I was just like, okay, now if you're really tall, this is a terrible place for you to sleep. Okay. Now, but if you do sleep kind of like almost fetal position on your side kind of thing, it's going to work out perfect. But yeah, if you're really tall and you sleep flat back, whatever, your legs, this is not made
Flat
for
back.
people that are 6 foot tall. It is not for you tall guys. You're just going to have to pitch a tent in the right there in front or something.
If you
Um,
sleep flat back. That's funny. I've never heard it said like that.
leave
Oh,
it
that's
to
funny.
me to say something
Yeah,
someone's never
you just
heard before.
made up your own terminology for it.
If you don't know, you just make it up like you do know, right?
You just
That's what
make it up as you go along.
yeah.
Ah, that's hilarious. I don't know why that was so funny.
No, I know.
It sounds like it's going to be fun though.
It is. Yeah, it is gonna be a small like space for like 3 people. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to like really, you know, like he'll have to get up and kind of just like go outside because because like because the bathroom's not really an environment, okay?
Hey,
Or
Charles.
you're not going to be getting dressed in the bathroom, okay?
Right. It's
So
only for the necessities.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so you're gonna have the person. So with 3 people, like even when I get dressed, I'll have to go out so mom can get dressed in that little space, right? Because
Right.
it's not like
It's only
we
for
can't.
sleeping.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, maybe we could, but it's not. It's probably not the best idea. Like if someone was sitting, like if mom was sitting, I could probably get dressed at the same time. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
Press said number ones only.
Say that. Who said that? Number ones only. Who?
Who's the investor? He said number ones
Oh,
only.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah. What did she say? I can't see it. It's so tiny.
Heather said, I didn't say it. Laugh too hard. Heather said, might have to flat back dressing. You might have to flat back dress. I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard.
Leave it to me to bring you to tears crying. I mean, if I
Oh,
accomplished nothing else today, I made Adrian and myself, my eyes are tearing too. I mean,
oh, that's hilarious.
yeah, I was pretty shocked when Mom said she was coming with us. I was pretty shocked, but I was like, okay, well, we'll make it work. We'll have I have a table outside and something to cook on. You know, um, but yeah, we'll have to sit outside at the table sometimes so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one person can work in that little area. Now, if we're both sitting down on the bench, there's also the stair thing where you climb up to the bed. Now, someone could sit there. So technically, all three of us could sit there and like watch a movie. So we do have a TV in there, and we can get
Okay.
local channels. It has a radio, and we can watch DVDs because it has a DVD in there. So yeah, so we
But
have
it's mainly
TV
for just like sleeping, right?
mainly, yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not for a lot of lounging and moving around and stuff.
no, 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 no. It'll be like, yeah, after the activities of the day. I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna be there a couple of days before the meetup, um, so we will probably do some watching of movies, but it'll be really nice weather because it'll be October.
Heather is cracking me up.
What did she say now?
She said she said the flat back adventures. Heather is
Oh,
crazy.
she is
Oh,
crazy.
she is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Heather should have a stand-up comedy. She's hilarious.
She is
The flat
hilarious.
back
Yeah.
adventures. Oh my
She's
God.
funny. Jen is also funny. If you think Jen is funny on her lives and in her videos, she is even more funny in person, guys. You have no idea. She's like a laugh a minute, I tell you. It's so fun.
Oh,
We had so much fun together. Like, I was sad when I knew it was the last time I was
right.
going to get to see Jan.
Heather said she needs another channel. Press the
For
investor said,
comedy.
OMG, I just Googled Shoilet.
When I heard the word toilet, I was like, what?
It's hilarious. Heather said, is it pretty?
Oh, I'm dying
Oh,
to go to the Dollar Tree and buy one of those old lady shower caps.
man.
Okay, trying out the toilet. Shut the door. And then
Jan
like,
said, Jan said she cried when you left.
oh, I was sad too. We're going back again.
The
We're
toilet
going
in the
back to
shower.
Missouri again. So it'll happen. Probably get that booked around the beginning of the year. Like at the beginning of the year, we'll get all that booked. Yeah. So fun.
Don't forget your scrub brush. You know, the brush that you scrub your back with. You got to get one of those too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you think about it, you can't put anything in that bathroom that isn't supposed to get wet. Because when someone goes in there to take a shower, everything in the bathroom is wet,
Yes.
right? So you can't just like, even your toilet paper has to be put in there's a little cabinet. Because think about it, your toilet
Okay.
paper could get wet too.
Everything. Yes. Everything
Everything.
that's exposed is going to get wet.
Yeah. So you can't really keep your towels in there or anything really, but I'll probably hang a hand towel in there. But then, as people take their toilet, we'll have to pull it out.
Yeah. Or you could leave it on the outside, and after you're done in there, you just come out and wipe your hands or dry your
Yeah,
hands.
there might be a way to hang something. The door is like the movable door, like the the door
Yeah.
that, yeah, does that. So, yeah. Like an airplane, like your airplane bathroom door thing, it does that slide in and slide out. It's like that.
Dan posted a link for a toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
Say it with an accent, Gail. Heather said, say it with an accent.
Toilet. It's a toilet. Yeah.
Oh, it's the definition. It's the definition of the toilet. That's what it was.
It's a shower and a toilet all in one little big room. There you go.
2 birds with 1 stone,
Yeah.
said Prez the investor. 2 birds with 1 stone kind of vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. So now while we're staying right by the bathroom, so we just don't have to use that very much.
Right.
Just when you got to.
Nice. That was funny. That was hilarious. I don't know why that was so funny. The flatback adventures.
That's right.
I love your bouquet behind you, Gail. Are those real sunflowers?
No.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
No.
sure if you were able to get those out of your garden yet, or if all of your sunflowers are already gone.
Yeah. Well, when the bugs got so bad, I stopped watering everything. But they were
Oh, yeah.
attacking the sunflowers too. They started with the sections that didn't have basil. Then they moved at the very last when they didn't have anything else. They even hit the section with the basil. So
Mm,
when they had no more choices. Plus, remember the basil's way down here, and the sunflower's way up here. So that's a lot of
yeah,
space. It's not like you could put basil in the sky. 14 foot up there.
right?
So the basil protected it while it was small, but then, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to get off here. I got a recipe to make.
Okay,
And a
Gail.
recipe video to make. I have to film myself making dinner today. So my goal is to do 1 cooking video per week. So let's see
Nice.
if we can accomplish that goal. So
I've got to do
glad
some
to give you guys a
honey.
nice laugh today.
Yes.
And to know what a shoilet is. Anytime anyone ever says it, you're just gonna crack up laughing about the shoilet because unfortunately you know what it is now. So you
Right.
can't pretend you don't know anymore. I'm so sorry about that.
Press said he's
Bye,
crying.
guys.
All right. I'm going to end it too, Gail. So have a good day. You guys, thanks for coming in. It was a laugh. It was a great laugh. I had a great laugh with Gail, but definitely watch the replay if you missed it, because we did talk a lot about the, Fall Fest, collaboration that you might want to get in on. You don't have to have, a certain genre of channel. Any channel can participate. So that is Gail's email down on the screen there. You can email Gail at gailsouthernliving.com. I'm sorry, gailsouthernliving@gmail.com. And she'll give you all of the information on joining the collaboration. So you guys have a great week, and thanks for popping in. And it was fun.
All right. Bye, guys.